Welcome to CityWise. I'm your host, Tiana Stevens. CityWise is produced by the City of Rochester to shine a spotlight on city living at its best. Well, a local agency dedicated to creating equitable, accessible, and high-quality early education and childcare is inviting the community to an upcoming event helping to ensure that children get a bright start to their future. Childcare Council provides training and resources to providers, parents, and businesses in Rochester and beyond. Linda Lane is Director of Legally Exempt Enrollment Services at Childcare Council, and Fausto Pratico is an education advocate and principal of Lavoro Group, and they're here to tell us more. Thanks for coming on today.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Linda, what's the mission of Childcare Council?
We aim to be the premier resource in Monroe, Wayne, and Livingston County for all things pertaining to childcare services.
Okay. So what are some of the things that the Childcare Council does to improve the quality of childcare in Rochester and in the other counties?
Mm-hmm. Sure. We really aim to support and educate parents, providers, and the support of the children to promote quality childcare.
Mm-hmm. And Fausto, tell me about the work that you do and your business.
Well, really briefly, I started working with the Childcare Council about 5 years ago.
Okay.
I kind of stumbled upon it because a friend of mine was having issues finding affordable childcare. His wife was literally in and out of, she was calling into work all the time.
Sure.
So one of my employees in my office contacted the Childcare Council and learned about the resources and the services provided. So since then, we've developed a nice relationship with the Childcare Council, and Brian Waldmiller, the CFO, and Barbara Ann Maddle, and we've learned so much about it, about the resources. And we've really seen, I see their role not only as like provider for childcare, but really as an asset to businesses and to particularly small businesses.
Sure. So what does the Childcare Council do to help families looking for childcare?
Sure. Well, one of the main things that we do is our referral services. So anybody who is seeking childcare can call into the council, and we have a database that we can access to help parents find the best match for what they're looking for. And as Fausto had mentioned, that also businesses can utilize that service as well, because it is so important for to businesses that their employees have quality childcare, so to ensure that the parent can attend work every day and not be worrying about that.
Absolutely.
But in addition to that, we offer education classes, and we offer a lot of customer service for giving technical assistance to providers and parents and providers of all modalities.
Okay. So what type of training do you do for local child care providers?
Yes, well, we cover, there's 9 different topic areas that the providers need to have all of their training in, such things as nutrition, child development, training and regulations. In addition to those 9 topic areas, we also do health and safety training, first aid and CPR training. We have a CDA program, which is a Child Development Associate, that gives providers actual college credit, and if they desire to be a lead teacher in a child care center, then they are required to take that. But in addition, we have a lot of family daycare providers who are taking that as well to enhance their programs.
Okay. Are there fees for services and programs at Childcare Council?
Many of our services are free. As I had mentioned before, technical assistance is a big thing that we offer to anybody walking in our doors. The referral services are always free. There are some fees for the classes that we offer, but by becoming a member of the Child Care Council, they can get discounted rates for the classes throughout that year.
Do classes happen at your facility, or do you go out to out in the community and do that?
The majority of our classes do happen at the Child Care Council. There are also some online trainings that they can take, and a few of our programs may be able to reach out into the community if necessary.
And you guys have been very busy planning a special event coming up in October. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's the Start Bright Gala that we're having. This is our 4th year in offering this gala. It's a way for us to honor and thank childcare providers for their quality service that they offer to children every day. And we do a recognition of some of those providers at that gala.
And Fausto, you've been a longtime supporter of the gala.
Longtime supporter.
Why is that so important to do as a business owner?
You know, so often we hear from both my employees and from my customers about so many things. First, how much money they lose from employee absenteeism, and the Child Care Council and all the services they provide helps reduce those costs. Secondly, today, society, it's hard to find people who are qualified, educated, who have the background. I learned so much from the Child Care Council about how early childhood intervention programs like Head Start, how they help the kids, and kind of like the return on investment. For every dollar you spend on the children in those those years before they get into school age years, the return is 10, 20, 30 times. So it's something that I see very important. My family, we all see it. So that's why we're big sponsors of this. We sponsor this event. And the most important part of the event that I'll say is it is a fun night. Every year they provide lots of different activities. You get to sit down with friends who you don't see very often. So that's something I really encourage people to do. So it's just a great night. And you kind of go through a little bit of an emotional roller coaster because you're having fun. But then they create these great videos about the nominees.
Wonderful.
And you learn about what they're doing. And it's hard to hold back those tears when you hear about these people. And some of the people who are running these child care centers, I mean, they're devoting their lives to these children. So it's my way of giving back to say thanks to those people and recognize their hard work.
What are some of those stories, if you could share from past years, or I'm not sure if you're able to say who the honorees are this year? Go ahead.
So the name I don't remember, but they created a child care center which is over off Jefferson Road. They built it, so the Child Care Council worked with us. It was a couple. I can't remember the
Also
names.
a home daycare.
No, it was so they essentially took what was a home-based daycare originally, and then they created a great center, which is over there, I think in Henrietta, right behind. Yep. And just hearing about the years that this couple had put into, and the relationships they had, and I think some of the stories were of the children of children that they're watched are there in their child care center.
Generations.
Yeah.
Of
But the
families.
stories that really, I think, hit home most is the relationship that the child care providers have or build with the children, that they watch them grow up, they come back years later, especially when you have situations where kids have special needs, developmental disabilities, developmental delays, and the Child Care Council really helps those professionals who are watching these, it's not just about putting the kids in front of the TV.
Right.
Anyone can do that. These kids are going and they're getting education, they're eating healthy meals, they're getting the things they need to start their life off right.
Sure. What are some of the categories of honorees that you'll be awarding?
Well, our aim is always to honor people throughout all modalities of care. And when I say that, I mean family daycare providers. It might be somebody from a daycare center, or we also have legally exempt providers. And those are providers who are providing care. They are not required to do all of the regulations from family daycare, but they are taking care of families who payment comes from DSS, so subsidized. And I know this year we do have somebody from the legally exempt and from family daycare and daycare centers. So we do have somebody from all of those modalities. There are 4 winners this year. And the main thing is that there are people who have taken time to nominate these providers, everybody who is nominated, to show their appreciation. And their children tend to be in care longer during the week than they are at home. Care is critical. And it is critical to the development of the children, both emotionally as well as educationally. So it's nice to see that the parents or other employees who take the time out to recognize those providers.
Fausto, how can other businesses get involved in helping out?
Well, the easy part is you go to the Child Care Council website, and they have a number of resources right on the website to learn about things you can do for your employees, sort of how to help your employees. Second, to help yourself in your own business. So if you're dealing with issues, there's many resources for you as a business owner or as an HR manager or whatever role you are in the company. But if businesses want to get involved, we'd love to, first of all, come out to the gala. It's a great opportunity to make new friends, see old friends. We always appreciate donations, and I will say that part of the gala, we have some great silent auction items and other events, great tickets to events that are going to be auctioned off. So who knows, you could come, donate a little money, and end up with great tickets to a concert or something.
Linda, along with business owners, who else would you like to see come to the gala this year?
Anybody in the community. We really welcome the support from the community. Also, daycare providers themselves and the families, because we like to personally thank each and every one of them. Although we can't give everybody an award, everybody deserves that recognition. So the providers themselves and the parents in their programs would also be welcome to come.
Sure. So finally, what kind of feedback do you receive from the community about either the work that you do or the support that you give to the Child Care Council? How's the community reaction?
A lot of the reaction that we get are from the parents themselves, which is a big part of the community. And they are very thankful and appreciative of all of the work that we do and how it really affects their children. And the fact that we can be there for them, although our services sometimes might tend more towards the providers, we really are there as a support system to those parents. And we get very positive feedback from them about how we are affecting them and their families.
And very often my phone rings, people saying, Fausto, thank you for telling me about the Child Care Council. It helped me and my family so much. The resources, the solutions they provided, and the stories are numerous. But those thank you calls, kind of reiterate to me why it's important to donate, to go to these events, to recognize the people who are being recognized.
Excellent, wonderful. Well, good luck with your event. For more information about Child Care Council and the Start Bright Gala, visit childcarecouncil.com or call 585-654-4720.